Hello and welcome back. I'm Lost and this is Hearts of Iron 4, where we are starting a new campaign as Imperial Japan. I am not 100% certain how I am going to pursue this. My current feeling is we go over to the United States and we start turning them fascist now. Second to that, we go to the British Raj and we start turning them fascist, which is going to drain a fair bit of this, which will give me 0.75 a day, so I will be a little bit slow on that. Well, let's go look at our national options. So if I go northern expansion, I can be at war with the Soviet Union. Or I can choose a Chinese puppet. If we puppet China, we could use them, found our own faction. Alright, we're going to start... We're going to try and puppet China. I definitely need new fighters. Let's see where we can build. Lovely. We're not going to build fortifications on the islands yet. We will eventually if I feel it's necessary. I will create a line of fortifications. My hope is that I can conquer most of this region or bring it into my sphere of influence without bringing the US in. If I do it right, I can set up a string of fortifications here and run airfields out, and then I can create basically an air zone that will shatter their fleet as it tries to cross. To do that, I'm going to need a ton of aircraft. So we'll look at that when we get to the production zone. But for now, what I'm going to need is I'm going to need to make sure I have as many military factories as possible and as many shipyards as possible. And I have to balance the two. Because shipyards, while important, are not necessarily going to be more important than factories. Go. We have two up here. Put them in the military factories. And then I'm not going to worry about this for the moment. Let's look at our production. So we have an interwar fighter and a carrier naval bomber. I definitely need a carrier fighter, but what I think I'm going to do, I'm scrapping the subs. Honestly, I'm just going to scrap fleet production. I'm just going to scrap fleet production all over. I'm going to use the carrier fighter, and that's going to be the only fighter I build. I'm going to use the carrier naval bomber, but that's not going to be good for my ground. So what I'm going to do is produce this as well. So I will have a tactical bomber for ground operations, the naval bomber for my sea and island ops, and my carrier fighter to serve both. I will eventually build tanks, but I don't need them right now. I don't need motorized, but I'm going to produce motorized. because I can build up a surplus. What I am going to need is a surplus of everything else. The fighters are probably going to be the most important. Okay, that should do for now. Shipyards, I want a large supply of those, and we will also do these two, but I'm not going to produce destroyers until I've got better tech. That will work. Alright, now I need to deal with the staggering insufficiencies in resources. So I will need 3 here. Aluminum I will pull from France. Steel I will pull from Manchukuo. Apparently I can't, so we will pull steel from Germany. And I will get rubber from Siam. Okay. You will be turned into those divisions. And then let's see if we've got any other low quality divisions. Ah, that's right. I can't see them there. I need to go here. It's sorted by type. We have a ton of them. Okay, so before we do anything, let's assign. Congratulations on your promotion. Your job is to defend the outer islands. That appears to be all of them. You need 40 divisions to garrison the outer islands. Fair enough. Now you have 43 divisions. You need 40. Okay? You will go into this army, and you will be converted into standard infantry. For now, they'll be converted into standard infantry. What I'm going to do next is take all of these standard infantry, put them into a division, and convert them to Marines. Now, we'll go back in here. We'll find any spare Marines, put them in there. And your job, in order to get all of my people into the same spot, is to defend that. And in order to facilitate you getting to there, all I want you to do is defend the port, which we get all of those guys into that port. I'm going to outfit my Marines as if they were regular infantry divisions. So they'll have field artillery, anti-tank guns, all the support squads that they need. They'll be able to do whatever they need to do. Next, we're going to take all of our mobile units, put them into an army. We'll make them red because red makes you go faster. And they will be ordered there. Okay. Now all of our divisions should start moving. We also need to deal with oh, that was a carrier group. That's okay. I'm going to re-equip all of my carriers anyhow. I only want my carriers to have specific things. So, we'll go here. You can have... Nope. Wrong number. See, it's got a capacity of 45, so you can have 25, and then you can have 20 carrier and naval bombers. Again, wrong button. Alright. You can have 58, which makes it 25 and 23. No, that's not right. That is not right. It would be 30 and 28. So 32 and 26. Okay, that's all of our carrier craft. Now, I want all of my fleets rallying to the same location, because I'm going to rebuild my deployments. Actually, you, goodbye. anybody who has watched me play this knows I am not going to be building battleships, and I will probably disband my battleships. Anybody who has studied history knows that there's a dang good reason for that. Namely, aircraft carriers. Okay, let's let our fleets move. Alright, our armies are moving, our fleets are moving. You are garrison troops. You, however, will start training. Because you will become elite garrison troops. The finest of all garrison troops. Create a new fleet, split off all the submarines, and you know what? We'll leave the battleships for now. Okay. What I want to do is create a new fleet. We will take 3 battleships, 1 carrier, .30 destroyers, 5 cruisers, 5 light cruisers. Why am I doing that? Because this, I can just split in half. Okay, so now I've got 3 fleets. Let's assign a commander to each. I'm not really concerned with who... Actually, I am kind of concerned. You can move to there. You can move to there. You can move to here. And our production will go here. And I will form a reserve fleet from which I can pull reinforcements or create new units. You will also train. Because I want the experience so that I can re-equip my divisions as I see necessary. Okay. Going for the Chinese puppet could be the smarter choice. It would avoid the war, but at the same time, it would deny me the resources. However, I'm going to go that route. Let's see what comes of it. Hopefully this works or I'm doomed. I'm going to need tank production. But that will come later. For the moment, we continue as we are. China has refused. I find this very, very bad. A war against China will not be good for me. July. May, June, July. I have nowhere near enough units. I can't win a war against China with what I've got, unless I pull all 40 of these divisions out and use them to hold a line while striking elsewhere, but it's not worth it. We'll let the war with China pass. I should have built up first. Well, that is the price I pay for... That's the price I pay for that one. Why do I have all of these divisions just constantly moving back and forth? Okay. So you need 26 now. Yeah. If it's spelled wrong, it's spelled wrong. I really don't care. No, I'm right. Good. You will also be the same color. And you will get a different commander. Congratulations, you're being promoted. We will come back to you. I'm going to accept that I'm not going to go to war with China. What I'm going to do instead is prepare for a war against Russia. In which all of these Marines I'm producing won't be worth anything, but we'll deal with it when we get there. The problem is if I go to war with China, it becomes China. And they get a lot more troops, and they've already got so many damn divisions. I'm running out of factories. That's okay. I need resources. I need to figure out where I can go for resources. I wonder if launching an early war against America might be possible. I should have waited to do the China thing. Oh well. It happens. Alright. I think we're at a good spot to pause, so we will pick up next time. We will continue as Imperial Japan. My goal is still Soviet Russia. Not resistance. Resources. I get a lot from having this area. I mean, just having this northern area of Russia will bring me a ton of resources. More, in fact, than China. Except if I had the Zhangji clique. And I may be able to go to war with them. What I'm going to do is I'm going to wait till France is involved in the war with the Germans. See if I can pressure them to give me this. And then go to war with these guys alone. Probably not. Yeah, maybe I can. We'll find out. But that will be later. Until then, good luck in your own wars and happy gaming.